amazing adapting machine. As stress attacks your body is built to adapt to that stress and keep you functioning at optimal levels, so that you can do the things in life that you want to do. You can eat, you can digest, you can sleep, right? You can have high levels of energy. But what we have been watching over the years, over the decades, as we've been watching those things decline, right? We've been watching energy levels go down to a level that we've never seen before, and fatigue take over. We've seen more chronic illness than ever before. You know, this year we will have more heart disease, cancer, obesity, diabetes than we've ever had before. It's getting worse. And the reason is fairly simple. It's because our body is losing its ability to adapt to these stresses and keep us functioning. And to really understand this, you've got to understand the stresses that are getting put on your body. And there's three, really. There's physical, chemical, and emotional. And of those three stresses, there's one that's the biggest and baddest, right? There's one that controls the majority of the stress that comes on your body and shuts down your body's ability to adapt. And if you haven't guessed, right, it's emotional. Your emotional health. Your emotional health, of the three, and I believe you will agree with me, that if you're not doing something proactive for your emotions to move you towards health and wellness and vitality, that the world is going to kick you and push you the wrong way. That you're going to get cut off on your way to work. That you're going to have a new deadline put on your desk. That your kid's going to pee his pants. That those things are going to happen. You can't control those. And if you're not doing something proactive, those are going to start pushing your emotional health the opposite direction. Towards disease and illness and sickness and, unfortunately, death. So we have got to do some proactive things. Now let me just show you before we go there how important, how strong, how powerful your emotions can be. You've all heard of the placebo effect. Well, I'm going to tell you about that and the nocebo effect and show you why they're so powerful or how they're so powerful. Let me tell you about a man named Mr. Wright. Right from the 1950s, he had cancer everywhere. They called it snowball cancer because it was so big. And Mr. Wright found this miracle test drug called carbazine. And he decided that if he could have that drug, he could get better. A man that was supposed to die, he could get better. And so he pulled every string he could pull, and he got himself into the doctor to have carbazine administered. And you know what happened after he got that drug? Well, they said, the doctors explained it, that those snowballs melted away. And he was cancer-free. Amazing. Right? Wouldn't it be cool if the story ended there, but it doesn't. Because Mr. Wright found a study that said carbazine was absolutely useless and it didn't work. All the test studies said the same. And what happened next was that cancer, those snowballs, they formed right back in his body. And so the doctor decided to try something. He decided to administer water to Mr. Wright. But instead, he called Mr. Wright and said he had this new potent, high-acting carbazine. So Mr. Wright came in and had it administered, had the water administered, and the placebo effect, which is amazing and 33% of the time cures people anyways. That water was administered. Mr. Wright's cancer melted away again, like snowballs. Again, I wish the story ended there, but it doesn't, because what's stronger than the placebo effect and thinking that we're going to get healthy is the nocebo effect and thinking that we're going to get sick. Because what happened next was Mr. Wright found another study on carbazine, a final study, as it was stated, that said carbazine at any level, absolutely useless. It does not work for cancer. You want to know what happened next? I'd like to tell you that his cancer just came back. It didn't just come back, it killed him in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks he was dead. Now, I'm not here to bum you out. We're not trying to take the wind out of your sails, but what I'm trying to show you is how powerful your mind is, how powerful your emotional health is. Controlling your emotional health is what's going to bring us back to the levels of adaptability where our body can handle stress, we can live life at a better level, and we can stop pushing ourselves to these sick levels that exist today. I want that not only for myself, but I want that for my kids. It all starts today with us learning stress management.